Hi, Colin and Powers. Hope your day is going well. Hope that Powers feels better very soon and gets back to 100%. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the studio next week. Video lesson for today, 3 things I want to talk about. I'll go down the list. If you have questions at the end, want me to look at anything, feel free to send a picture over, a video over, a question, doesn't matter. All right, so first thing is continue work on our sitting position. Getting the door open and shut with a good heart-to-heart. Just as a recap last time, remember the door is open like this right here. I get that little heart on Powers' guitar right there, and he'll go ahead and shut the door. All one smooth motion. And land right on the waist right here. See if you can see this a bit better. That when I shut that door, foot up on the gas, position open, and then when I shut the door, right on top. So it should never do like this sort of thing and then get over here. You want it to be one smooth motion. So open, and then you're shutting the door, and then it lands right here on the on your left thigh, with still holding onto this right here. I think if I remember right, he may be one of the kids who like lets go. Make sure you keep that hand right on the guitar. So open the door, get that harp with me, put a sticker there if you need to, and you'll shut that door. Make sure that sticker lands right on top of his heart right there, all in the same position. Do that 1,000,000 times, right? Open, you want that to seem natural. That way when he gets on stage and the nerves kick in, he just knows just to do this right here, right? Keep holding on to that right there for me. And then open the door and then shut the door, right? Get that as one smooth motion and don't let go of this hand right here. And also try to keep him from grabbing on here. A lot of the kids will do this. They'll come here and they'll take another hand and then like do this and then let go, and then we've lost our routine for the sitting position. So you can keep that hand down here. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll give them like a ball to hang on to or a toy to hang on to. That way it'll keep them from coming over here and grabbing on. It's just like anything else. Like they're just afraid that the guitar's going to fall away. He's got to let him know that he's got control of the guitar as long as he's holding on over here. He's got his elbow over here, then everything should be okay. Open that door and then shut that door. And then what we'll do next time is we'll trace the elbow and get the hand up here, and then we'll do our parachute, and then here, and then here, and then we should be all good to go in terms of sitting position. The hardest song in the entire series is Twinkle. It's the hardest one. The reason is because you don't know anything yet, right? He's still learning how to hold the guitar, right? The other pieces you just teach the notes and you teach the teaching. You give them the teaching points. The hardest piece in the entire thing is the first one because, like I said, you're learning how to learn this stuff, how to work with him. We're learning our dynamic together, and then if all things go well, the stars align, and then everything works out really well in the end. So don't get discouraged if it does take a little bit of practice to get that heart-to-heart position. Everybody does. I think that's probably the hardest step in the beginning is the heart-to-heart. So cool. Past that heart-to-heart is the G, B, and E string. So like this, you can do tabletop, you can do it on the ground, making sure that he has hands behind his back, put like a little piece of pirate map in his hand or bird egg, whatever you want to call it, on the dot. Parachute, maintain that relaxation with the piece of paper back there, and then can he touch the G, the B, and the E string? So I'll lean up this way so you can see. So you have G, just to recap, G, B, and E. Can he hold his parachute in place and touch the G string? Like literally like that right there. All right, finger off, touch the B string, like that right there, and then touch the E string. And then can you do a moon hop? So the moon hop is touching the string, so say G, and you'll take his finger and you'll literally push it through and make a gentle moon hop, right? If you have too much finger in the string, it starts ripping this way. You'll be literally on the tip of the finger, just a little bit of flesh, push his through, right? Next one, and see if he can do it himself. A lot of times you'll see this, or the game, like if you do this right here, then you get to move your game piece, right? If you just do it, the game helps a lot. Like if you go, okay, you get to move your game piece if you do it the right way. Otherwise, they'll just do this, and there'll be no incentive to do it any other way other than what they just want to do in the moment. I mean, like punishment, I suppose. I don't subscribe to that though. All right, so G, B, and E, right, all down here like this. Speaking to that as well, you can also practice doing his moonwalks, right? Getting these fingers to walk. So you can put a little piece of paper in his hand, call it a pirate map or whatever it needs to happen. And then can he walk the fingers, big strides? It's like you're on the moon. Can you hop big strides, big strides. Right? So work on that for me. And then the last thing is listen to the CD. Listen, 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 listen. If you had to ask me, Doug, what's the number one thing that I can be doing to ensure my son or daughter or child or whoever is successful with music and can play really well and appreciates music and that sort of thing, is listen to as much music as possible, especially the music that you're going to want to be able to play, which in our terms is classical music for right now. So listen to that CD ad nauseum. If you don't know the songs yourself, you're not listening to them enough. My son, he actually just asked me to listen to the songs because he likes them, because we go to class and we dance. The more we listen to it at home, the more fun he has in class because he knows the songs. So put them on like during craft time, during drawing time, during dinner. I can tell you every single song in my son's CD. I can hum them all. I know how they all go. And we sing them to each other. Sometimes if like, say for example, like we were in the car and we're not listening to music, he's like, Dad, I want to listen to my music. He says that to me. And then we'll be in the yard doing X, Y, or Z, and I'll hear him over there humming his songs. If he can hum the songs, he knows how they go, and it's gonna be less frustrating, because right now the songs, he knows how Twinkle goes, right? He goes, but does he know how Light Light Row goes? Does he know how Aunt Rhody goes? If he knows how they go in his ears when he goes to learn those songs, he'll already have half the battle already won by knowing how the music sounds. So listening to the music, listening to your CD is so important. It's like learning how to speak French and you never ever encounter French in real life and you never listen to it, but you know how it looks on paper, right? You wouldn't have the flow of it, right? It would feel unnatural and halting, and it would be fun. All right, cool. So I'll go for my soapbox for that one. You might even already be listening to music a million times a day and what you're doing. So just make sure to listen to the music. Like I said, if you want me to look at anything at the end this week, or if you want me to, if you have a question, feel free to ask it. If not, I will see you same time next week. Take care.